Welcome to Helsinki. This week we are in the Finnish capital and we are going to be showing you some of the top attractions you should check out in the summertime.
With its long days and short nights, summertime is a great time to be in Helsinki. This was our second visit to the Finnish capital and we were excited as ever to experience it for a couple of days. With summer in full swing, we enjoyed dinners al fresco, boat trips to nearby islands, and lots of walking around town. Here's a look at how we spent our time in Helsinki. One of our favorite things about being in Helsinki were all the street performances taking place. Esplanade Park hosted several concerts which were free to the public.
So right now we're going to be visiting one of the most famous landmarks in all of Helsinki. This is Helsinki Cathedral, and what's really cool about this church is that it's very different from other churches you find across Europe. Most European churches are very elaborate, they have a lot of paintings inside. However, once we go inside this church, you're going to see that it's very simple, very white, very clean, and it just looks like a blank canvas. Helsinki Cathedral overlooks Senate Square, so after you visit the church, you can sit down on the steps and watch people go by.
Very exciting moment for me here in Helsinki. I'm an enormous salmiakki fan, which is black salty licorice. It's extremely salty, and this particular kiosk here is famous because it sells over 91 different varieties of salmiakki products.
Okay, so what did you order from the kiosk?
I got my favorite kind of salmiakki product, salmiakki ice cream. It's like the best of both worlds. It's very salty, it has a very strong licorice taste, and it's of course ice cream. Who doesn't like ice cream? And the coolest part here is that it's actually shaped like a salmiakki candy. It has that exact shape. So good.
So what we're about to show you is called Dinner in the Sky, and you're going to see some people sitting up on a table, just hanging from a crane. Look for yourself. Market Square is a great place to pick up fresh vegetables and berries, and you can also try a number of traditional Finnish dishes ranging from grilled salmon to reindeer meatballs. We frequented the market almost daily, and at €10 a meal, we thought it was a budget-friendly option for travelers. So it's now time for lunch, and we've stopped off at Market Square, one of my favorite places to grab a really tasty and cheap meal. Today we are having grilled salmon with potatoes and vegetables, and yeah, let's go enjoy this before it gets too cold. Alright, hungry boy, ready for the first bite?
It's time for some salmon. I never get tired of eating salmon. If I lived here, I'd probably be eating this daily.
So now that we're finished eating, we're going to show you the more crafty side of Market Square. This is a great place to pick up some traditional Finnish products and souvenirs to take back home. Helsinki has a thriving design district, and I really enjoyed visiting various shops which showcase the best of Scandinavian design. My favorite, of course, was Marimekko, which is renowned for its bold patterns and bright colors. So right now I'm in the Marimekko store, which is one of the most famous design stores in all of Finland.
Finland has a unique tradition where people come and wash their carpets on floating docks by the sea. The carpets are then left to dry overnight without fear of anyone stealing them. After washing your carpets, it's a great area where you can just go and grab a drink and relax.
Up next, we are visiting the Kamppi Chapel of Silence. This chapel is located in one of the busiest areas of Helsinki, and it's supposed to be a place where anyone can drop by and just enjoy a moment of silence. No services are held in this church, but they do have clergy and social workers on hand if anyone needs to speak with them. So Sam, do you think one day you'll be able to grow an impressive beard like Santa's?
Never. It looks like peachy fuzz that I glued onto my face. Helsinki has a number of unique landmarks and attractions, one of them being this church carved out of a rock. And what's really cool about it is that this church has amazing acoustics, so it's actually a very popular concert hall. The roof consists of a copper dome surrounded by a skylight, which allows natural light to stream into the building.
During one of our afternoons in Helsinki, we hopped aboard the Helsinki sightseeing cruise. The trip was an hour and a half in length, and we got to see the various islands that make up the city's archipelago. It was a beautiful sunny day with blue skies, and we saw a lot of sailboats out on the water. Beautiful day to be outdoors today, and we are all geared up to go on a bike ride. We are going to be taking a tour of Helsinki.
Going so far.
Oh, I'm getting a workout here. Really silly with your ball cap and a helmet on top.
Come on, I'm starting a new fashion trend over here. This is what's considered cool these days.
Oh, really?
No, definitely not. But what is cool is that just getting outside of Helsinki a few kilometers and you're out right in the woods. This is amazing.
Let's do 360. So we just finished our 4-hour-long bike ride around Helsinki, and next up we are going kayaking. Right now it's 9 p.m. Still bright out, and I think we're supposed to be back at midnight, so let's go. So normally I like to do a single kayak because I don't really trust Sam on the water, but I've been talked into this double kayak for newlywed couples.
Teamwork. Teamwork.
Except I'm the only one paddling because you're sitting back there filming.
Yep, that's about right.
Few beers in the back of the double kayak.
Yeah, I'll just have the beers, sit back, and let her do all the work. Right, Audrey?
Oh, hush. Paddle! Paddle faster! Okay. No! Don't make it wobble!
I'm gonna tip it over. Wobble, 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 wobble.
Sam, that is not Sam. Okay, stop it.
It is 11:30 now, and we are paddling back home in the dark with nothing but the moon and our lights to guide us. This is a city that comes alive during the summer months, and it was great enjoying all the events taking place in the city as well as relaxing outdoors. We loved revisiting Helsinki, and we discovered so many new places that we had completely skipped over the first time around.
Have you been to Helsinki? Let us know about your experiences in the comments below. So we're here in Finland today and we're going to be trying salmiakki. Now for those of you who are not very familiar with this, it is a salty black licorice. We actually got to try it last year when we visited and I hated it, but Sam loved it. So I think our reactions are going to be a bit predictable. Now today we have 6 different kinds of salmiakki, so let's get started.
So the special ingredient of salmiakki is ammonium chloride, and that's what gives it its salty and very overpowering taste. Oh boy, this is a real treat. This is the salmiakki ice cream, and we decided, well, we better eat this first before it actually melts. So let's open it up. And it is from Fazer, the Fazer brand, which is a really popular brand in Finland, especially for chocolate, but it's also really popular for salmiakki as well. Okay, that's hilarious.
Cool.
And what's funny about this is that it's basically shaped like a salmiakki candy would be. So it's got the, yeah, it looks quite authentic here. So let's have the first bite. That is the best salmiakki I've ever had. Like in ice cream form, it's a lot sweeter and oh, it's still got all that overpowering salmiakki taste. I just love this. I'm gonna eat the whole thing.
So I guess now it's my turn. I'm kind of hoping the middle is vanilla flavored.
Yummy, yummy.
No. It's not as bad as the candies I've had before, but it still has a really strong salmiakki taste. And I mean, the ice cream is actually a bit salty, which I don't think should be the case with ice cream. So I'm giving it the thumbs down, unfortunately.
That one didn't last very long. Next up, we've got Fazer Super Salmiakki, and this is of the candy variety. So let's open this one up. And already I can tell I've tried other salmiakki candies, but this one feels a lot harder, so I have a feeling it's going to be a bit different. It's not going to be as chewy. So let's give this a shot. Okay, so you can definitely taste the salmiakki here. It's very strong. So as I expected, it's a hard candy and it's not very chewy. I think this would be the great type of salmiakki product to take with you, maybe like when you're driving in a car or something. You can just pop one in your mouth and it'll last quite a while. Just let it sit and roll around on your tongue.
I guess it's my turn to give it a go. Oh, the excitement. How much longer do I have to taste it?
Put the whole thing in your mouth.
It's like really salty, saltier than the ice cream. It tastes like horrible medicine, like there's nothing redeeming about it. Yeah.
So I'm actually not entirely sure what this salmiakki product is. These look like maybe more like kind of sugary type of rolls. So this should be interesting to try these. I've never had them. Kind of neat. They've got like a brown filling. Okay, yeah. Well, these are chewy and really sweet, and these are more like your type of traditional candy, I guess. Like you really taste the sugar along with the salmiakki, which is strong, but it's not nearly as strong as the harder candy.
So I'm still recovering from the last one, but since these are super sweet and covered in sugar, I figured I'd give it a go. A little nibble. I'm not sure what the middle part is. It's brown. Coffee maybe? No, that's it. No. Oh! No.
Okay, so as not to torture Audrey, she can be exempt from these next two things that I'm gonna try. I'm just gonna make her try the chocolate. Next up, we've got salmiakki in a box, and we're gonna try a different brand here. I believe it's called Halva. Yeah, let's try that. Oh, whoops, one just fell out. Okay, ooh, okay. So I can tell right now, these are really hard salmiakki type things.
Let's have a look at them.
Can you see them there? See, that's what the ice cream cone was shaped like. Just like this. So I'm gonna put them both in. Okay, those are really hard and small. They're similar to the ones I got from the Fatser bag, from the first one that I tried. But yeah, they're really strong, and again, they kind of just slowly dissolve in your mouth. You can just kind of chew on them or just let them roll around on your tongue. And they're long lasting, so and I think the best thing about them is they come in this little package here. So you could just like walk around with them in your pant pocket and be like, hey, I feel like some salmiakki. Just whip it out, have a bite. Alright, and next up we've got the mixed bag of salmiakki, and this is also from Fatser. And as you can see from the back of the package, there's all the different shapes and sizes. So let's open that up. There we go. You know what, I'm just gonna dump a whole bunch of these out here so you can kind of see what they look like. And I'm gonna start trying almost one of each. So this is a different one, this one's different. Okay, so I've got 4 in my mouth right now. And yeah, they really are different. Some of them are a little bit larger and more chewy. And then the other ones are hard, kind of similar to the ones that you can get, like the pocket-sized ones. They're hard and you kind of have to suck on them longer. But yeah, this is for salmiakki lovers. This has got it all. You got all shapes and sizes here. And last but certainly not least, we've got salmiakki in chocolate form. And much like the ice cream, I have very high expectations for this. I hope it's gonna be sweet and chocolatey and just overall delicious. Let's open this. Okay, from the outside, as you can see, it looks sort of just like your normal milk chocolate bar. But let's break it off here and see if we can see if it's any different. Okay, still looks normal to me. Oh, so good. Like, just amazing. Like chocolate is stellar. Salmiakki is stellar. Putting them together is just an awesome combination. This is just as good as like chocolate and peanut butter as far as I'm concerned. Okay, I'm gonna show this part. And here you can see it's sort of like stuffed inside of the milk chocolate the same way a caramel milk chocolate might be like, or if you had come to Canada or the US and you have like the peanut butter milk chocolate, how it's just kind of in the middle, it's in a bit of a creamy form. Two thumbs up for this product.
Alright, well, I do like the Carl Fatser chocolate bars. I have been eating them every single day since I've been back. Not so sure about the salmiakki. Try a little corner.
Hey, that's not right. The salmiakki is in the middle. You have to take a bite right in the middle. Come on, last bite.
It's like eating chocolate that has been stuffed with medicine and salt. I mean, the chocolate is great and it kind of helps mask the salmiakki taste, but I'd rather have a plain chocolate bar.
Alright, to sum all of this up, I liked every single salmiakki thing I tried. However, there were things that I liked more than others. So my top 2 were, of course, the ice cream and the chocolate bar, because I also have a sweet tooth. And combining salmiakki with, you know, milk chocolate and ice cream, that's just amazing. Okay, next up, I do really like these ones too. These candies that are a bit more sweet than the other ones. So I rank those really highly. So amongst the more, I guess, traditional hard candies, like these ones would be great to carry with you in your pocket. Although I do prefer the ones that are a little chewier. So this is more portable. And amongst these two, I have to say I'll go with the mixed bag. So everything's awesome. If you're in Finland, you absolutely have to try this. It's a kind of polarizing type of thing. You're probably either gonna love it or hate it. And most foreigners who, especially those who haven't tried licorice before, they're probably not gonna like it. I love this stuff, so if you don't finish your bag or your chocolate bar or your ice cream, you know where to send it. Surprise, surprise, surprise. We are back in Finland almost 1 year to the date that we left, and this is awesome. This is one of my favorite countries in all of Europe. And most people, when they arrive somewhere, they go and freshen up. They might splash a little water on their face, maybe go to the washroom after a long 9-hour flight. But no, what's the first thing I do? I get my salmiakki candy. I've been craving this for over a year, and I'm already ate half the bag, and I'm having even more now. So good.
So what we're about to show you is called Dinner in the Sky, and you're gonna see some people sitting up on a table, just hanging from a crane. Look for yourself.
So the Port area Market Square appears to be even bigger and busier than last year. It's just bustling with activity, and there's a Ferris wheel right over there. A wee bit hot and tired, are we?
Oh my gosh, so sweaty and tired. I need a shower and a bed.
And you know what? This is easily the hottest day we've ever experienced in Finland. It's over 30.
In jail.
We stayed here last year.
We did. Oh.
Let's check out the room.
Come on in. So this room here used to be a jail cell, which explains why the windows are so high up so the prisoners couldn't escape. And also, they have really thick curtains here in Finland, and that's because during the summer, the sun just stays up a really long time and you wouldn't be able to sleep otherwise.
So we're back in Finland on an 8-day adventure, and we plan on shooting a daily vlog. Basically what we want to do is just show you exactly what we're doing, what it's like to be in Finland in the summer, both in the city and outside in the countryside doing more adventure types of activities.
Arrived at Lona Island. This used to be a former military island, and it has just opened to the public this summer, so we're gonna check it out.
It was a really cool meal. We had grilled fish and potatoes, and that's just like the quintessential Finnish summer meal.
So it's our first full day in Finland, and it's finally breakfast time. We actually woke up at like 2:30 in the morning because we were jet lagged, and then the sun slowly started coming up at like 4:30 in the morning. So we've been waiting for this a long time.
Someone's hungry.
Yes. So that was a really filling breakfast. I think we're both just stuffed. So we're gonna go on a very small walk around the jail hotel and show you the sights.
They have a really cool little garden where it appears they're growing their own vegetables.
day to be outdoors today, and we are all geared up to go on a bike ride. We are going to be taking a tour of Helsinki.
Going so far.
Oh, I'm getting a workout here. Really silly with your ball cap and a helmet on top.
Come on, I'm starting a new fashion trend over here. This is what's considered cool these days.
Oh really?
No, definitely not. But what is cool is that just getting outside of Helsinki a few kilometers and you're out right in the woods. This is amazing.
Let's do 360. So we just finished our 4-hour-long bike ride around Helsinki, and next up we are going kayaking. Right now it's 9 p.m. Still bright out, and I think we're supposed to be back at midnight, so let's go. Normally, I like to do a single kayak because I don't really trust Sam on the water, but I've been taught into this double kayak for newlywed couples.
Teamwork. Teamwork.
Except I'm the only one paddling because you're sitting back there filming.
Yep, that's about right.
Few beers in the back of the double kayak.
Yeah, I'll just have the beers, sit back, and let her do all the work. Right, Audrey?
Oh, hush. Paddle! Paddle faster! Okay. No! Don't make it wobble!
I'm gonna tip it over. Wobble, 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 wobble.
Sam, that is not... Okay, stop it.
It is 11:30 now, and we are paddling back home in the dark with nothing but the moon and our lights to guide us.
So it's day 3 in Finland, and today we are going for a walk in the woods. We're here at Nuuksio National Park. On today's outing, we learned about every man's right in Finland. This is a traditional Finnish concept that allows people to camp out freely, to pick berries and mushrooms in the wild, to fish with a rod and line, and to walk, cycle, or ski anywhere on the land. To sum it up, every man's right means that everyone is free to enjoy the land. Right now?
Right now I'm in a little woodshed, and what's really cool is that the Finnish government provides wood for all the national parks, so you can go out and make a fire here.
Except you don't have any firewood.
After hiking for a while, we cooked some sausages and enjoyed some sandwiches by the lake. It was a great way to spend a summer afternoon in Finland. And we're kayaking again today. It's 8 o'clock right now. It's calm, it's peaceful outside. It's still very light, and we have the golden rays of the sun shining down on the water.
4 of our Finnish adventure, and we are going to be going horseback riding. So now let's go meet our Icelandic horses. What makes Icelandic horses different is that they have very gentle characters. Also, while they may be smaller in stature, they are actually very strong horses.
Taking our first stop of the morning, we're visiting a local flea market.
So in here it's a mix of antiques, dishware, and clothes. So that was a lot of fun. My horse Farri turned out to be a really hungry boy. He just kept stopping for grass and flowers along the way. But we got to see the countryside and I really enjoyed it.
A cool fact that we've learned while in Finland is that there's 13,000 trees for every Finn. So that's a lot of trees. Finland's archipelago is made up of thousands of little islands, so one of the best ways to get around is by boat. Our guide took us out to visit a former military island, which is now home to little summer cottages. We had a cute German pointer join us, keeping us entertained.
We are now on an island called Bulax, and this used to be a former military island. Now we have a special guide with us and he's going to take us inside an old cannon. So let's go climb in. Along the way, we got to see sailboat races and nesting ospreys.
You know, Becky, you
Okay,
have to
Sam,
face
what are
your
you
feet.
having today?
Salmiakki! Salmiakki! Okay, I'm gonna down it. One shot!
Yay!
Oh, that's awesome!
What does it taste like, Sam?
Tastes like salmiakki.
It is Sam Miyaki.
Yeah, Sam, yeah.
Let's try a little bit first. See no. This is shot number 3.
This is shot number 3. It is going down in one blast. Watch this.
Sam Miyaki.
Oh, it's so yummy. Is there a 4th one that someone can give
That
Sam?
is amazing. That's so good.
Is it?
Are you serious?
Is it better than the
Fourth
sweet?
shot. Why not?
Sam, is it better than the sweet?
My liver just flipped.
Oh, yuck.
Another bottle for.
Okay, let's wait for half an hour. Yum, yum, yum.
Yum, yum, yum. I gotta go to the washroom. Day 5 in Finland, and this morning we're taking a speedboat from Kasnas to Hanko. Ready for some adventure, guys? Yes! Finland's archipelago region, which is part of the Baltic Sea, is home to thousands of small islands. The rib boat was a fun way to experience the natural scenery of this area, plus it got us to the port town of Hanko in record time.
arrived here in Hanko and we've picked up our Sun Fun bikes and we're gonna go on a little tour of the city. Hanko is a small town that sits on the shores of the Baltic Sea, and it also happens to be the southernmost point in all of Finland. This is a popular summer destination where Finns rent villas by the sea. Everything about the town felt laid back and relaxed.
Our afternoon in Hanko was spent doing a little bit of hiking and plenty of biking past ponds, through forests, and along the beach.
Just made some new friends.
Bah! Bah! Just hanging out with my new friends here, the sheep. We're visiting in a farm, and I guess what we're going to be doing here is selecting some ingredients, some vegetables and different things, and we're going to be cooking our own meal tonight.
Ooh, yes. So neither of us realized this is actually an electric fence and we both just got zapped. That's an electric fence. So we just finished our bike ride where we got to visit a few local farms, and now we are going to be cooking a meal with all of those local ingredients. So let's go to the kitchen.
Time. Enjoy the potatoes.
Don't eat all my whipped cream. I said one bite because you want to be in the video.
One more. One more.
So mean. Alright, so this is day 6 in Finland, and this morning we are going to try stand-up paddleboarding. Apparently this is a sport that has been around since the 60s, but it's only become really popular in the last 3 years. I've never done this before, so I hope my balance is really good.
And if there's one person that's most likely to fall in, it's definitely me.
I would agree. Fingers crossed. Our guide attempted teaching us to paddle both the Hawaiian and the Tahitian way, but most of us were concerned about not falling into the chilly waters of the Baltic Sea. Hey, Mr. Wobble Wobble, are you ready?
I bet I'm gonna be the only one who actually falls in. Yep.
Like a cat on the water.
Worse than a cat on the water.
Okay, Sam's going to attempt standing up. Let's see how this goes. Oh, it looks like he's got it.
Our first time stand-up paddleboarding turned out to be a lot of fun, and we were lucky to have calm waters to practice. Audrey was a natural. I, on the other hand, had a little trouble dismounting.
Oh my god, please say you got on film.
Part of it.
Oh my god.
That's one way to get off.
That was not the best way.
When in Finland, you absolutely have to experience a sauna. Apparently there are 5 million Finns and 3 million saunas, so we're gonna go in and try one. I absolutely love the sauna. When I lived in Korea, I used to go almost weekly, so this is gonna be a lot of fun.
Okay, let's go in. Finnish sauna is typically enjoyed naked with friends and family, but we kept it PG-13 for you guys. You're welcome! So we were hoping to do a Finnish chocolates and candy bar video while we were in Finland, but unfortunately we ran out of time. So we're now back at home in Canada and we're just sitting in my backyard, and today we are going to be taste testing all of this candy. Should be a fun afternoon.
And we've got Max the dog to join us.
Max, you want chocolates? Chocolates!
He's like, where's the steak? Where's the sausage?
So first off, we are starting with this little gym bar.
And we've never had this one before.
No, let's see what it tastes like. It's very small for a healthy snack. Oh, it's white inside. It has a very fruity flavor, but I can't really make out what kind of fruits are in here. Banana, perhaps? It's really nice. I like it.
Okay, so I'm a huge fan of licorice, and I've had a lot of salmiakki since I've been in Finland, but this is something I've never tried. This is called Lakupala, and it's tropico. Apparently there's dark chocolate, orange, berries, and possibly pineapple. So I'm having a feeling this is going to be sweet licorice. No idea. Opening it up. You can see the different colors. So here's one that's white.
Let's
Here's
guess
one
the
that's-
flavor. So without looking at the bag, what do you think that one is?
I think that's pineapple. And it's really sweet. This is definitely candy kind of licorice with a lot of sugar, but I like it. Audrey hates licorice, but maybe we can finally find something that she likes. Maybe this fruit flavored licorice will win her over.
Okay, I'm purposely going to choose the red berries because I like berry flavored stuff, so maybe I'll be able to enjoy this.
Did you spit it out? And no more licorice for Audrey. That would just be cruel for me to force her to try more of it, especially the salmiakki.
Okay, so next up for me is the Tupla bar.
Also, this is a bar we've never had as well.
So I was reading up on this chocolate bar, and apparently Tupla means double because you get 2 little bars inside the package. This one looks like it got a little bit crushed. Oh. Okay. So it's milk chocolate, and nuts on the exterior. And then I think the filling might be nougat. It's kind of chewy and very sugary. Yeah, I do like this one. It's really nice.
So Audrey was kind enough to share the second one with me. So I'm gonna try this for the first time.
I wasn't kind enough to share. I think you stole it.
A guy's gotta do what a guy's gotta do. You're right. This is a really chewy chocolate bar and very sweet. I do like it though. So before we became travel bloggers and started making YouTube travel and food videos, we used to teach English in South Korea, and our students were obsessed with Angry Birds. Like, they just love that game. Angry Birds originates from Finland, and they have a little candy bar here. I think it might be licorice. So
Well, show us the Angry Birds.
it's a yellow Angry Bird.
There they are.
Looks quite angry, doesn't it? Right. Let's try this Angry Bird candy. Indeed, it is licorice, and it appears to be filled with something. Okay. Yeah, it's it's a very sugary licorice that I'm sure kids would love, and yes, it is pineapple flavored inside. So, kids and Sam love it.
So here I have Moomin gummy bears. So if you're not too familiar with Moomins, they're actually characters from a Finnish fairy tale, and they kind of look like hippos. right?
I think it looks like a hippo,
So
yeah.
they're just big, plump, white creatures. And while we were in Helsinki, they were celebrating the 100th anniversary of the creator of the Moomins. So Moomins were all over the city, including on gummies. So, let's see.
Are they shaped like Moomin?
Yeah, let's see. This one looks like a Moomin. And there's some people in there as well. I'm not sure what the story is with these guys, but they must all be characters. I'll try this one. Maybe apple?
Is it sweet?
Yeah, these are really good. I think I'll be keeping these for myself since I don't like the licorice. I won't share these.
No Finnish taste test video would be complete without testing salmiakki. This is a treat that is absolutely adored in Finland, but a lot of foreigners don't like it. It's extremely salty. It's made with ammonium chloride. It's like a black type of licorice, except it's so much saltier than any kind of licorice I've ever had. I love it. Audrey really doesn't like it, so I'm not forcing her to have any. And I'm just going to show you what it looks like. Now this is one kind of salmiakki you can get. These are the smaller ones. And they're kind of, they're harder candies, so you just put them in your mouth and you suck on them. I'm in my happy place right now.
So next up we have some Yankee Spearmint Gum. So I actually have a few Finnish Canadian friends, and whenever they come back from Finland, this is what they bring back. So I've actually had this several times before in Canada. Let's see. But I like it, so I'm happy to try it again for the video. Yankee.
Let's see what it looks like.
It's gum. Tastes like your average gum. It's not a super overpowering flavor like some of the Excel gums, but yeah, this one's nice.
So aside from salmiakki, my next favorite Finnish food is Karl Fazer chocolate. And this is just amazing, high quality chocolate. I think this one we have here, oh, it's just a plain milk chocolate one. So this is like your standard Karl Fazer chocolate bar. And I recommend, if you're gonna eat this, get the big bar. This is just like the little tiny one. Those big, massive 200 gram bars, those are the best. Just so creamy and delicious. And I like that. Sure, it is sugary, but it's not too sugary. That's a big difference between European and American chocolate, is that there's a more creaminess and richness to European chocolate, whereas American chocolate is really sugary. So this stuff is way better.
So here's a unique one. While we were in the supermarket looking for different chocolate bars we could try, we came across a Karl Fazer bar. But as you can see over here, this one is chili and crisps. So I've never had chocolate with chili before. We'll see what that actually tastes like.
Wonder if
I'm
it's
expecting to like it.
wonder if it's spicy or not.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to
I
see.
hope it's not too spicy.
Hopefully it won't spit it out. I like the licorice.
I mean, it must be a good combination for Karl Fazer to produce this. Still not tasting the chili.
Are you biting into it? Maybe it's just very mildly flavored.
I'm waiting for it to kick in. There's something crunchy in there for sure. Okay. Actually, maybe when you swallow the chocolate, there is a slight burn in your throat. I think there's the chili. I'm gonna let you try it and see what you think.
Alright, I'm gonna have 2 pieces here to try to make sure that we can find that chili inside. Yeah, you're right. It's not initially spicy. It does have that crunch though.
I think you'll feel it when you swallow the chocolate. Tell me how that feels. Give it a few seconds.
A little bit of a burn, but not much. I mean, this is very tame. This is very tame. very excited about the licorice all sorts. I grew up eating these in Canada, so I wonder if they taste the same or not. Alright, and so with the all sorts, it really is just a whole bunch of different licorice candies, so I'm just going to hold them out of my hand. As you can see here.
Ooh.
So these yellow ones tend to be sweeter. See how this tastes.
Let's try one of each in the name of research.
Yeah, that's very sweet.
What's the yellow one flavored like?
They're not actually flavored like the colors that they are. They're just kind of sweet. Alright, one more. Yeah, those are really good. I mean, they're just as good as any of the ones I've tried in Canada, and I can tell that these ones are really fresh, so I like them a lot. The best way to describe the licorice all sorts, some of them are more sugary, some of them have more of a licorice taste, some of them are more chewy, so you just gotta grab a whole bunch of them, taste them one by one, and see which one you like the most.
And I saved one of my favorites for last. This is the Geisha chocolate bar, which is also produced by Karl Fatzer. So, let's try this.
I wish Karl Fatzer would make his way over to Canada.
I know, we really need him over here. That's really nice. So yeah, this one is a milk chocolate and it has a creamy hazelnut filling. It's perfection. It's my favorite one, so always happy to eat a geisha bar.
So that concludes our Finnish taste test. Let us know if you've tried any Finnish chocolates, licorice, gummy bears, or salmiakki. We're curious to know. For more food and travel videos, hit subscribe.